simply released on the PlayStation console. These are the games that defined the PlayStation brand, pushed technology forward, and left a lasting impact on the industry.
Live by the beatdown, die by the beatdown.
Starting with The Last of Us Part 1. Released in 2013 and developed by Naughty Dog, The Last of Us debuted on PlayStation 3 and was later remastered for PlayStation 4, redefining narrative experiences on Sony's flagship consoles. What made The Last of Us huge comes down to three major things. First, its deeply emotional and character-driven storytelling, blending cinematic presentation with gameplay in a way few games had before. Second, its tense survival gameplay forces players to manage scarce resources and make difficult choices. And third, its unforgettable protagonist whose bond drives the heart of the experience. Set in a post-apocalyptic United States overrun by a deadly fungal infection, the game follows hardened smuggler Joel as he escorts a tough and resilient teenager named Ellie across treacherous terrain, prioritizing human connection over spectacle.
Do another once over and then head out. Getting close to curfew.
What about Robert? Who's he holding up with?
Don't kill me, man, please, please!
The Last of Us was a commercial juggernaut, selling over 1.3 million copies in its first week in the US alone, and went on to sell over 17 million copies worldwide across all platforms. It won multiple Game of the Year awards, earning widespread praise for its storytelling, performances, and world design. The success of the original later led to sequels, remasters, and a major HBO adaptation that expanded its audience far beyond gaming.
All right, come on down.
Next, we have God of War, released in 2018 and developed by Santa Monica Studio. God of War reimagined Sony's iconic franchise as an action-adventure exclusive on PlayStation 4, later arriving on Windows and PS5 as well. What made God of War huge comes down to three major things. First, its bold reinvention of Kratos' story in Norse mythology, pairing visceral combat with emotional depth. Second, its cinematic presentation and father-son dynamic that resonated with both critics and players. And third, its seamless blend of exploration, puzzle-like encounters, and strategic combat.
Home. You are going to have to kill me for that to happen. I warned you. Finally. You would not listen.
At its heart, the game follows Kratos, a former Greek god now living in the Norse wilds, as he embarks on a perilous journey with his young son Atreus to scatter his wife's ashes. A story that's as much about rebuilding family as it is about confronting gods and monsters.
I am all right. Come. Gather your things. We are leaving.
God of War didn't just win praise, it dominated awards season, earning multiple Game of the Year honors and critical acclaim for its narrative and design. It became one of the best-selling PlayStation titles ever, moving over 23 million copies worldwide across platforms. Its success also sparked work on a live-action series adaptation at Amazon Prime Video, now in development and slated to begin production in 2026.
Fine. My turn. incredibly disappointing. Come on, then. Struck a nerve, did I? Who are you hiding? Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard.
The next game is Bloodborne. Released in March 2015 and developed by From Software in collaboration with Sony Japan Studio, Bloodborne was a PlayStation 4 exclusive that pushed the boundaries of action RPG design on Sony's then new console. What made Bloodborne huge comes down to three major things. First, its relentless, high-risk combat that rewarded mastery and aggression. Second, its haunting gothic world of Yharnam, dripping with atmosphere and lore. And third, its influence on the Souls-like genre, inspiring countless developers to adopt its brutal yet rewarding design philosophy. At its core, the game throws you into the cursed city of Yharnam, where nightmarish beasts, eldritch horrors, and inscrutable secrets await every hunter brave or foolish enough to enter. A world defined by risk, reward, and haunting beauty. Bloodborne didn't just sell, it endured. By November 2025, it had sold an estimated 9.3 million copies worldwide, with tens of millions of players experiencing its terror through PlayStation Plus boosts. Despite a few major awards at launch, it became one of the most talked about exclusives on PS4, and remains a benchmark for design and action RPGs. And today, fans still clamor for a remake, remaster, or even a potential series adaptation decades later. Now, with Marvel's Spider-Man, released in 2018 and developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Sony Interactive Entertainment, Marvel's Spider-Man launched exclusively on PlayStation 4, later arriving in remastered form on PS5. Its success can be traced back to three key elements. First, its fluid, high-speed web-swinging traversal that made New York feel alive. Second, its engaging story starring Peter Parker, balancing heroism and human stakes. And third, its polished combat and side content, giving players both spectacle and depth. Set in an open-world Manhattan, you play as an experienced Peter Parker juggling life, loss, and responsibility as he battles classic villains while protecting the city with trademark wit, acrobatics, and superpowered skill. Marvel's Spider-Man sold 3.3 million units in its first 3 days, becoming the fastest-selling first-party PlayStation game at the time, and went on to sell over 13.2 million copies worldwide by mid-2019. It also earned widespread critical acclaim and dozens of awards and helped spawn an expanded franchise including Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 that continues to break sales records.
Don't give up, Spidey!
Assault in progress. Gotta stop it. Is this the mosh pit? Great! Live by the beatdown, die by the beatdown.
You were just in time. They were...
The next game is Uncharted 4, released in 2016 and developed by Naughty Dog. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End arrived exclusively on PlayStation 4 as the cinematic conclusion to Nathan Drake's globe-trotting saga. It later came to PS5 as part of the Legacy of Thieves collection. Its impact stemmed from three standout elements. First, its breathtaking set-piece action sequences and environmental variety, taking players from Madagascar jungles to snowy mountaintops. Second, its emotional, character-driven narrative that elevated Drake beyond treasure hunter antics. And third, its refined gameplay and accessibility, blending exploration, stealth, and gunplay into a seamless experience. The story picks up years after Drake's last adventure, with retired explorer Nathan drawn back into danger when his long-lost brother Sam resurfaces, pulling him into the hunt for the fabled pirate treasure of Henry Avery, a journey that tests friendships, loyalties, and the meaning of adventure.
Please don't run anyone over. Sorry!
Uncharted 4 didn't just break hearts, it broke records. It sold over 2.7 million copies in its first week, becoming the fastest-selling first-party PS4 title at the time, and went on to sell millions more, with internal estimates suggesting over 15 million copies sold and more than 37 million players when including digital distribution and PS Plus access. It earned critical acclaim, including BAFTA Game of the Year and multiple industry awards for storytelling, direction, and performance, cementing its legacy as one of PlayStation's most memorable exclusives.
Hey! Hey! Here, take the wheel! What? Get out of your goddamn mind! Yeah, probably! Oh, crap, crap, crap!
When PlayStation introduced a brand new world filled with mechanical beasts, few expected it to become one of Sony's biggest modern hits. Released in 2017 and developed by Guerrilla Games, Horizon Zero Dawn launched on PlayStation 4 before later expanding to PC and receiving a PS5 upgrade through backwards compatibility. Its success was built on three key pillars. First, its unique sci-fi post-apocalyptic setting, where robotic creatures roam vast natural landscapes. Second, its fluid combat system, blending ranged weapons, traps, and tactical planning. And third, its strong technical presentation, showcasing Guerrilla's Decima engine and pushing the PS4 hardware. The story takes place in a distant future where humanity lives in tribal societies and follows Aloy, a skilled hunter seeking answers about her origins while uncovering the truth behind the fallen world, without revealing its deeper mysteries.
Sorry, not today.
Horizon Zero Dawn quickly became a commercial success, selling over 20 million copies worldwide by 2022, later surpassing 24 million copies across PlayStation and PC. Its impact led to a major sequel, Horizon Forbidden West, spin-off projects, and a live-action Netflix series currently in development, cementing Horizon as a core PlayStation franchise.
Vulnerable to fire. Here we go! That was close. This machine, it looks ancient.
Some games impress with scale, others with technology. Ghost of Tsushima stood apart by turning history into art. Released in 2020 and developed by Sucker Punch Productions, Ghost of Tsushima launched on PlayStation 4, later receiving an expanded director's cut on PlayStation 5, with enhanced visuals, performance, and additional content. What made Ghost of Tsushima special wasn't a checklist of features, but a carefully crafted experience. Its open world replaced traditional markers with the guiding wind, encouraging exploration through nature itself. Combat blended cinematic samurai duels with brutal efficiency, while the game's visual direction drew heavy inspiration from classic Japanese cinema, giving every moment a painterly feel. Set during the 13th century Mongol invasion of Tsushima Island, the story follows Jin Sakai, a samurai forced to adapt as his code of honor is challenged by an enemy that plays by no rules. It's a grounded historical tale focused on identity, sacrifice, and survival, told without excess or spectacle. The game was a major commercial success, selling over 5 million copies within its first 4 months and later surpassing 9.7 million copies sold worldwide. It earned widespread critical acclaim, multiple awards, and long-term player engagement, especially through the addition of the Legends co-op mode, cementing Ghost of Tsushima as one of PlayStation's most distinctive modern exclusives.
Hear them coming? That's our enemy.
And of course, this wasn't all of PlayStation's biggest games. It's far from it. If you want a part 2, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.